Apa sih? Gak jelas banget tuh, Bang.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, we're just having a look around. I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article, but if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as
That would be fine. Thanks!
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clarant?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision-makers. And...
Wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel. About what it was like facing down a god.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile. How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it? Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Maripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too.
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. Guess we can rest a bit.
Ad Astra Abyssas.
Ganti apa anjir? Tolol banget. Makanan gratis. Mana sih makanan gratisnya? Coba. Oh iki. Apaan? Ceritanya tidak sih.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures...
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her...
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it.
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful.
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got the boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that... Still, if I might ask, where... Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our family.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try...
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you... Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot. Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, I got a tad too much.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr.?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want...
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but...
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good...
Oh, actually...
What change can there be? The fortress will keep... As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey, everyone! The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
How long will it take if I
Olivia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to
Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact?
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future,
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But it could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only...
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking...
Isn't he real busy and stuff? But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his...
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal, switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, She has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be...
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway. The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Kenapa sih kameranya malah nyorot ke seberang? Seberang. Jadinya kan nyorot aku, Cok. Ah, lihat jalannya pula.
What's the hurry?
So, you really are here, Neverlette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still...
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when...
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon Ambrose, but Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save...
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies... In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally know...
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's...
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon, when we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the... We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence to... So regarding this specific issue, I was...
what is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this. What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. You should have the remains of the third descender on your
Remains? I've never...
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies...
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my...
This third descender you refer to, who are they?
Master never mentioned them to me. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's...
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine... I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental ability... I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision! That does sort of... No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy, comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in...
Yes. All of Focal...
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall...
Catch the wind.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing.
Banyak
Self-cleaning ability.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class.
The Adventurers Guild. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were—
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it, with the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking, if it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well.
Okay, so who are we looking for?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their— but the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this—
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seem incredible. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs more. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first.
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get real—
What's the hurry?
What's not to like about a laid-back life? No need to hustle.
Halo, kami menyediakan produk pinjaman dengan limit hingga 100 juta rupiah. Daftar dan ajukan hari ini. Anda bisa mendapatkan peluang persetujuan hingga 99%. Mau tahu lebih lanjut?
Tidak.
Produk kami disebut rupiah cepat. Baik, kalau begitu saya sampaikan ya. Nomor Anda terpilih sebagai calon.
Tai kau, udah aku bilang tidak, masih aja ngeyel, memaksa bangsat kau. Sudah eh.
Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Freeze! Ha! Cool it!
Better than nothing.
Dih, keliwat. Apa sih? Ngintil-ngintilnya aku ngintil banget ya.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a...
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us. We pretty much have...
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did...
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer. We just don't know the specifics. At least that's what everyone in the...
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person?
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person. Always willing to lend... I'd chat with him when I didn't have...
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't. There aren't many young people like him.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye.
Alright, thanks for the information.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our...
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy with my failing eyesight. I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound. I don't think his parents are still living. He would often take time to visit the elderly, and whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen as the village chief.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No, but, you wouldn't happen to know any details?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so... And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. So...
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara...
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to...
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there...
I'm not sure this counts as a leak.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Much more interesting than it's all thanks to Leslie.
Is this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but we used to always sit together under this tree. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. I was surrounded by such good people and...
Alone?
How should I put it? Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in... Really?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, no matter what came my way, I knew I could... He was so thoughtful, and ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to... No, none of those things matters now.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was... I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away. Look at me. Talking your ear off. The last time I talked this much and... come to think of it, every time time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly churls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Freeze!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Victors!
You're in.
Time for retribution!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the Hilly seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight.
Maybe well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainslev!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure the Abyss Order is most certain.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilly Churl activity?
As things stand,
Still, the Hilly Churl...
the best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide. Don't worry. There should be ample time. Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to view someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite It appears all we have by way of clues is increased Hillychurl activity.
Right! That mysterious...
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your... There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinner, his name is Vederfolnir. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older...
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vederfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vederfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to...
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. 6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the yet. Deep within, the 5 of them craved something more, so they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also, but of course, as I said...
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding them. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that the eye was integral to their plan, yet there are many signs pointing to...
Then, what should we do?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. Based on the intel I've gathered so far...
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area...
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seemed...
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.